back out. So, what's the deal with airline food, right? Stuff's terrible. This guy knows what I'm talking about. And men and women, they are different, huh? How's my time? I don't have anything else prepared. I thought that would take longer. I could try some new stuff if you'll bear with me. Yeah. I've been with my wife for 9 years. We're high school sweethearts. It's impressive. Come on, applaud that. Thank you. She's a sophomore this year. I'm really proud of her. My wife's from Mexico City. Sometimes I have to remind her of things. Like, honey, you don't have to hop over that fence. There is a gate. We have these cute little nicknames for each other. I call her my little border bunny. And she calls me citizenship. We recently lost a child. We were almost out of the mall with it when the police caught up to us. It's funny, they say you can't choose your children. That's bullshit. 9 other kids at that Cinnabon, we had our choice. Never forget the first time me and my wife made love. She didn't want to. She wanted to wait till marriage, so it'd be special. I couldn't wait any longer. And she couldn't recognize me under the mask. I didn't force myself on my future wife. I had no idea who that woman was. JK. I knew exactly who she was. Here's a question. Is it wrong to sleep with a woman if her eyes are saying yes, but her mouth is saying, no, motherfucker, no! I don't know. I'm not a scholar. Let me stop, let me pause. I feel I need to make this clear. It's comedy. I'm in fact not a scholar. I didn't graduate high school. Should have got kicked out of middle school. But they had good reason. I'm a 27-year-old man. I had no business being there. My wife's not here tonight. I wish she were. I wish I can get her out of the house. But, you know, I can't find a good place to dump the body. I've always had bad luck with relationships. I think it's because I'm a selfish lover. I'm the kind of guy who likes to get in, get off, and get out before rigor mortis sets in. My first love left me at the altar. Women. You sacrifice one goat to a Zazel and they run screaming. My longest relationship before my wife was 5 months. We fought constantly. For example, I wanted to spend more time with her, and she insisted that I honor the restraining order. I thought I saw her the other day, got real nervous. My palms were sweaty, my heart was racing. What was I going to say? What would I do? And I realized that's not her. That can't be her. I killed that bitch. My friend Bert is a shoplifter. He has tremendous upper body strength. There you go. Unlike Bert's wife, he married this fat Asian girl. It's a term for women like her. Young, dumb, and full of dim sum. They just had a child. Bert told me, he goes, Chris, when you have a kid, your whole life changes. Everything's different. I said, well, no shit. Now there's a whole other person in the house you can have sex with. I get it. I get it. Pedophilia is no laughing matter. Well, unless, of course, those kids say the darndest things. My friend wants me to take hallucinogenic mushrooms. I said, you'll love them. You'll see colors that don't even exist. So fuck that. I don't want the responsibility of naming a new color. Speaking of anal sex. Later tonight I have to help a friend hang some blinds. I doubt they'll ever see it coming. Been looking for a new place to live. I was staying with this guy. But of course he found out I was there. Stop laughing, you're throwing me off. Spent some time in a mental hospital. Place was cray. Did some shock treatment while I was there. Couldn't believe they still utilize such a barbaric practice, or that they allowed me to operate that machine without any credentials. When I was in high school, I always used to hear, "Chris, you're crazy. Chris, you're a psycho. Chris, there's just something wrong with you." Luckily, as I've gotten older, the voices have stopped. When I was younger, my father walked out on me and my mom. Right after he walked in on me and my mom. Yeah. When she was in her teens, my mom had an abortion. The doctors still can't figure out how I survived. My mother was a wonderful woman. I use the past tense was, not because she's dead, but she had a sex change. She's a man now. I'm kidding, she's dead. One of the most awkward moments in anyone's life is when they see a family member naked. It's ingrained in my memory the first time I saw my brother's penis, when I accidentally clicked on his Craigslist ad. My sister's upset with me. I was playing basketball with my nephew and he got hurt. It was an accident. I mean, how was I supposed to know the kid wouldn't fit through the hoop? I used to masturbate a lot to homemade pornography, amateur stuff. Love it. I had to stop after my grandmother caught me videotaping her. My grandfather was cremated during the Holocaust. I always seem to be losing things. My keys, my wallet, my audience's attention. Is there anyone out there? That was fucking hysterical if you understood Morse code. Last night I dropped acid for the first time. Shit burned a hole right through my kitchen floor. I had to pick up a hooker the other night. Literally had to pick her up. She could not stand on her own after the beating I'd given her. Has anyone here ever seen a video of a horse fucking a Puerto Rican woman? No, you haven't. It's because horses have standards. But I don't. So Puerto Rican ladies holla. I'm not a fan of the blacks. Jack Black, Lewis Black, Will Smith. The other night I was approached by an African-American transgendered prostitute. Does this happen to anyone else? Tranny came up to me and said, "You want me to suck your dick?" I said, "No." Tranny said, "You want to suck my dick?" I was unsure how to answer that. Because an African-American transgendered prostitute has all the strength of a black man and all the attitude of a black woman. And if they want you to suck their dick, you're gonna. I didn't suck the tranny's dick. I just licked it a little bit. I'm Chris Librizzi. You can find me on blackpeoplemeet.com.
Chris Librizzi, everybody.
How do I stop it?